Days of Our Lives.
Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal an emerging romance between Sarah Kiriakis and Philip. This new relationship threatens to ignite the fiery temper of Xander Kiriakis, setting the stage for a dramatic and intense showdown. As tensions rise, a key question arises. Will Philip step up to become a father figure to little Victoria Kiriakis, leaving Xander filled with jealousy and rage? A tale of two brothers. The Kiriakis family has long been a cornerstone of Days of Our Lives, with its members entangled in power struggles, romantic entanglements, and deep-seated rivalries. Xander Kiriakis, known for his brooding intensity and a past filled with questionable choices, has always been a polarizing figure. His love for Sarah Kiriakis has been a guiding light, but his darker impulses have often led him down a destructive path. Philip Kiriakis, Xander's brother, is no saint himself, but recent events have painted him as a victim of Xander's wrath, setting the stage for a bitter feud between the two. The tension between Xander and Philip reached a boiling point when Xander's actions landed Philip in the hospital. While Philip's injuries were severe, the show's spoilers assure fans that he will make a full recovery. This recovery, however, is not just physical, it's emotional and relational. Sarah, who has always had a compassionate heart, stood by Philip's side during his ordeal, tending to him with care and concern. This act of kindness has sparked something unexpected, a growing bond between Sarah and Philip that threatens to upend the fragile balance of the Kiriakis family. The spark of a new romance? Sarah and Philip's connection is still in its early stages, but the chemistry between them is undeniable. As Philip heals, he's finding in Sarah a confidant, a supporter, and perhaps something more. For Sarah, who has been through her own share of heartbreak with Xander, Philip represents a fresh start, a chance to move forward with someone who, at least for now, seems less volatile. But could this budding relationship blossom into something deeper? Could Sarah, once devoted to Xander, find herself falling for another Kiriakis brother? The idea of Sarah and Philip as a couple is a tantalizing one for Days of Our Lives fans. It's not hard to imagine the fireworks that would erupt if Sarah, the love of Xander's life, were to grow closer to his sworn enemy. The writers of the show have a knack for crafting storylines that tug at the heartstrings while keeping the edge of their seats, and this potential romance could be a masterstroke. Pairing Sarah with Philip would not only deepen the rift between the brothers but also add a layer of emotional complexity to the ongoing saga of Victoria, Sarah and Xander's young daughter. Xander's rage and the battle for Victoria. At the heart of this drama is little Victoria Kiriakis, the innocent child caught in the crossfire of her parents' tumultuous relationship. Sarah, determined to protect her daughter, has been keeping Xander at a distance, wary of his volatile nature and the consequences of his past actions. The possibility of a custody battle looms large, and Sarah's position seems strong. With Xander recently arrested by Jada Hunter, Aaliyah Cantu, for his role in Philip's injuries, his standing as a father is shakier than ever. The courtroom could become the next battleground, and Sarah is poised to fight for full custody of Victoria. Now, imagine the scene. Sarah walks into court, her head held high, with Philip by her side. Philip, fully recovered and exuding charm, steps into the role of a supportive partner, and perhaps even a father figure to Victoria. For Xander, this would be the ultimate betrayal. The thought of his brother, the man he blames for so much of his pain, taking his place in his daughter's life would be enough to push him over the edge. Xander's temper, already legendary in Salem, could erupt in ways that shake the very foundations of the Kiriakis family. The consequences of choices. While Philip's actions may have contributed to Xander's downward spiral, Days of Our Lives fans know that Xander is ultimately responsible for his own choices. No one forced him to take revenge on Philip with such ferocity, and now he must face the consequences. His arrest is just the beginning. Spoilers hint that Xander's troubles are far from over, with repercussions that could extend beyond the police station or the courtroom. The loss of Sarah's love, the potential loss of his daughter, and the sight of Philip stepping into his life could be the ultimate punishment for his misdeeds. Yet, even as Xander faces these challenges, there's a glimmer of hope. The writers of Days of Our Lives have a history of crafting redemption arcs for even the most troubled characters. Xander's love for Sarah and Victoria is genuine, and beneath his rough exterior lies a man capable of change. Could this painful chapter be the catalyst he's to confront his demons and fight for his family? A family divided, a future uncertain. For now, the focus is on the growing tension between Sarah, Philip, and Xander. The idea of Sarah and Philip as a couple may not lead to a lasting romance, but it's a storyline that promises to deliver plenty of drama. The writers could use this relationship to deepen Xander's pain, pushing him to new lows before he begins the slow climb toward redemption. Meanwhile, Sarah's journey is one of self-discovery. After years of standing by Xander through his mistakes, she's now faced with a choice: hold on to the past or embrace a new future with Philip. As for Victoria, she remains the heart of this story. Whether Sarah and Philip's relationship grows or fizzles out, the question of who will raise this child will shape the future of the Kiriakis family. Will Xander find a way to prove himself as a father, or will Philip step into that role, further fueling the feud between the brothers? A story that keeps us watching. Days of Our Lives has always thrived on its ability to weave intricate stories of love, betrayal, and redemption. The potential romance between Sarah and Philip, combined with Xander's struggle to hold on to his family, is a perfect example of why this show has captivated audiences for generations. For viewers over 65, who have followed the twists and turns of Salem's families for decades, this storyline offers a familiar mix of heartache and hope. It's a reminder that even in the face of betrayal, there's always a chance for forgiveness and a new beginning. As the drama unfolds, fans will be watching closely to see what happens next. Will Sarah and Philip's connection grow into something more, or will Xander find a way to win back the love of his life? Will Victoria grow up with her father by her side, or will Philip become the new man in her life? One thing is certain: in Salem, nothing is ever as it seems, and the road to happiness is always paved with surprises. Days of Our Lives recap: Belle and Jada team up to capture Xander, drama, danger, and arrest loom in Salem. On Thursday, May 29, 2025, the long-running daytime drama Days of Our Lives delivers an episode filled with suspense, emotional tension, and the promise of justice. The spotlight is on two determined women, Belle and Jada, as they set a plan into motion to capture the dangerous Xander, whose actions have shaken the peaceful town of Salem. A troubling start, Jada's concern for Sean. The episode opens with Jada seated at her desk, deep in thought. She's struggling with what to say in a message to Sean, her mind swirling with worry and hope for his recovery. As she deliberates, Belle arrives, knocking on the door to discuss urgent casework. Their conversation quickly shifts from professional to personal. Belle offers her heartfelt condolences for John, a recent loss affecting their circle. Jada then gently asks Belle if she has heard from Sean. Belle's response is cautious, no news at all. She speculates that if Sean called in sick, it must be serious. But Jada, sensing something is being hidden, calls Belle's answer a lie. She abruptly rises to check on Sean at home, but Belle stops her, revealing she already knows the truth. She explains the incident involving Versavix, a meth lab fire Sean was caught up in. The details Belle shares are enough for Jada to understand the gravity of Sean's situation. Despite the seriousness of the fire, Belle reassures Jada that Sean isn't physically hurt. This brings a moment of relief but also steals their resolve. They have important work to do. Hunting down Xander, the mission begins. Belle is laser-focused. She tells Jada they must nail the bastard who attacked Philip, referring to Xander, the prime suspect in a violent assault that has left Philip hospitalized. Belle is already waiting for the CCTV footage from the Salem Inn, which she hopes will provide crucial evidence. She's also been in contact with a witness who saw Xander in the plaza around the time of the attack. However, she plans to tread carefully and not confront the witness until the footage is secured. Jada presses Belle for a motive. Why would Xander attack Philip? Belle hints that she might know the answer but wants to wait until Philip regains consciousness before sharing it. The uncertainty is heavy, building tension as they switch gears to another troubling case. EJ's shooting mystery remains unsolved. The episode also revisits the mystery of who shot EJ. Jada admits that progress on this case has stalled, with suspicion currently centered on Ava. However, Jada expresses her doubts, believing Ava may not be the shooter after all. The truth could lie with someone else still lurking in Salem's shadows. This subplot deepens the atmosphere of suspense, as viewers are left guessing who the real culprit could be. Maggie confides in Julie, family ties and fears. Meanwhile, Maggie shares her worries with Julie. She's torn between loyalty to EJ and concern for the consequences of their decisions. She mentions an unsettling event, the theft of Victor's portrait from her mantelpiece, stolen in a fit of rage by none other than Xander. This act of destruction symbolizes the deeper turmoil that Xander's anger has stirred. Julie expresses surprise that the portrait lasted so long, given it was a gift from Constantine. For Maggie, seeing Victor's image provided comfort, a reminder of stability. Now, with the portrait gone, she feels that sense of security slipping away. Maggie explains to Julie everything that has happened, from Philip's injury to Sarah's situation, and the breakdown of the marriage that fuels the family's conflicts. She makes it clear, if Xander dares to attack her brother again, she wants him out of her family's life completely. Julie raises a practical concern. If the community votes in favor of Xander and he harms Philip, it could spell disaster for the hospital's reputation and operations. Maggie, torn by her feelings toward Edge and what he's done, wonders aloud how they could ever support him after everything. The climactic arrest. As the episode reaches its climax, the tension explodes into action. Xander is finally arrested. This marks a significant turning point in the unfolding drama of Salem. After days of mounting suspicion and violence, law enforcement steps in to hold Xander accountable. For the residents of Salem, and for the viewers watching at home, this moment is both a relief and the start of new questions about what comes next. What this means for Salem and its residents. Thursday's episode offers a potent mix of intrigue, emotional struggle, and justice served, all hallmark elements of Days of Our Lives. Belle and Jada's partnership shows strong, determined women working to protect their community and uncover the truth behind dangerous crimes. The complexity of family relationships, especially Maggie and Julie's conversation, highlights how personal pain and public consequences intertwine in Salem. For longtime viewers and newcomers alike, this episode underscores the timeless themes of the show: loyalty, betrayal, love, and the quest for justice in the face of hardship. Looking ahead, with Xander in custody, the storylines are sure to evolve. Questions remain: will Philip recover fully? Who really shot Edge? And how will the residents of Salem heal and rebuild trust? Fans can look forward to more twists, heartfelt moments, and the enduring drama that keeps Days of Our Lives a beloved staple of daytime television.